Coming up on the Lakeside Loop, a Lakeside student earned a perfect ACT test score.
Lakeside hosts a grade school math meet after missing 2 years due to COVID-19.
The musical School of Rock is this weekend. We take you behind the scenes during final rehearsals.
And Lakeside has a new pole vaulting coach. Those stories and more coming up. The Loop starts now.
Welcome to this special edition of the Lakeside Loop, hosted by students from St. John's Jefferson and Westside Christian Madison. I'm Braley from St. John's Jefferson.
I'm Tenley from St. John's Jefferson.
I'm Liam from Westside Christian.
And I'm Priyanka from Westside Christian.
Thank you for joining us.
Isaac Winters earned a perfect score on his ACT test. He joins a rare group of students to score a perfect 36 on the exam. Of the 1.2 million test takers, only 0.3% earn a perfect score. Isaac tells us how he prepared for the test and the special bet he made with his mom.
One night, my mom was telling me that I wasn't studying enough for the ACT and it could impact the rest of my life and I wasn't taking it seriously enough. So I was like, Mom, if I get at least a 35 in the ACT, will you buy me a mini fridge? And he goes, if that will make you study more, sure, I will buy you a mini fridge. I'm like, okay. To be honest, I probably still should have studied more. Well, I could have studied more. But then I got the results back one day in religion, and I immediately texted my mom saying, I think we have to go shopping now. she thought that was pretty funny. I believe the exact text that I got from her was in all caps, O period my period word. And then I didn't hear anything else until I got home. Trying to study actual material isn't nearly as helpful as just taking a practice test. It just gives you a feel for what the test is going to be like. It gives you some of the general concepts, but actually trying to study specific topics, you just never know what's going to be on the test, so it's not really as helpful as a lot of people think. I think all of it was just stuff I learned in class from previous years. The Lakeside science and math teachers and classes are really good, so way above average. So good job.
The ACT exam measures a student's performance in English, reading, math, and science. Each section of the test is scored on a scale of 1 to 36, with 36 being a perfect score. Congratulations, Isaac.
Lakeside has a new pole vaulting coach. Pole vaulters tell us how he helps them prepare for track meets.
Since freshman year, I started as soon as I got into track, and I've been doing it ever since. It's unique. There's really no other event that's like it, and I mean, the first time that you actually go upside down, it's just a thrill and exhilarating. So. Oh, it's very scary. Oh my gosh. You could injure yourself in so many ways doing it, and the prospect of that happening is just pretty scary. The past 3 years, I have not had a coach, and it's been pretty tough. So actually having someone that I know and who taught me freshman year is really nice. His name is Isaac Veers. He was a Lakeside graduate when I was a freshman, and he's basically the guy who taught me how to pole vault freshman year and basically showed me how to do everything. And now it's really awesome, just wholesome, I guess, to have him back here and actually coaching us. Just because if I have bad vaults, don't put my head down, just keep going at it, have tenacity for it. And it's a frustrating thing. You can only focus on one little thing every single time you jump because it's so technical. You can't try and focus on 5 different things at once, otherwise you're just gonna mess up. So that's probably the biggest thing that he's taught me. People that I get to jump with, I absolutely love them, like Cranky. He's only been vaulting since last year, but having someone who I've been close with and who I did soccer with has been really awesome. This is probably the most people I've seen that we've had, and Nate, Cranky, and I are jumping for varsity, and we've been doing pretty well. We've been going hand in hand, either he beats me or I beat him, just hand in hand, back and forth for us too.
God's blessings to everyone on the track team this year.
Speaking of track and field, the Lakeside Grounds crew has a new field striper. The crew tells us how the new striper will help them maintain Lakeside fields.
Yeah, so Lakeside's always looking for ways to improve the efficiency of our building and grounds operations. And one of the items we were able to kind of check off our list was improving the time efficiency and savings of painting the lines on our athletic fields. And so working with our operations planning committee and gathering some information from them, as well as talking with some other school districts, we decided that this was certainly something that we wanted to pursue. It's going to certainly improve our time out there and save a few steps as well walking across the field. So it's going to be a good addition to the operations.
The field striper was a wish list item to speed up time spraying lines for various fields at Lakeside. A contribution by Twice Is Nice allowed the ground crew to make the purchase. Thank you to Twice Is Nice for their continued support of Lakeside.
Lakeside student Cheyenne Johnson plays club volleyball for the Milwaukee Sting. The team qualified for the national tournament in Phoenix, Arizona after winning a tournament in Boston. Cheyenne tells us all about the tournament.
Milwaukee Sting is a club volleyball team. It's like something extra that you can do to help you be better, and it's about year-round. We play pretty much 7 months out of the year. Boston is where we earned our bid to go to the national championships in Phoenix. We went 4-2 in pool play, and we made our way into the gold bracket, and we ended up 5th overall in the tournament. The gold bracket is the top bracket, like you have to win so many games to get into it. I enjoy the competitive drive of it, and also being with teammates, and because you spend a lot of time with these girls, and it's just really fun to build those friendships. I'm looking forward to enjoying my last year with everybody and being a senior leader now that I'm a senior.
The team took 5th place in the national tournament. Congratulations, Cheyenne.
The Lakeside Musical is this weekend. School of Rock will be performed Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 3 p.m. The Loop took our cameras behind the scenes at a recent rehearsal.
Outside of the cast, you have the whole pit that's involved. Now we have real instruments. We have 2 guitars, a bass, 2 keyboards, and a drum set. And we play all the music that's played for all the underscores, and anytime the cast is not playing on stage, we are playing as the pit. So we're hearing real music, real live music, instead of an actual studio recording, which is really awesome. It looks like a lot of work. There's a mic for everyone, and there's different colored lights that go on after every single performance. So over and over, there's lights and mics being changed a lot, and it props to them, the whole crew, because they're doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
We got food. We got food.
So behind the scenes, I'm choreographer, so we've been working on that for a while, but recently we've been working with hair and makeup more when we're doing dress rehearsals. So we have a mom that comes in and helps with hair. A lot of the guys don't know what to do, so it's a lot of help with them. Props you have to work a long time to get props, to find everything. Sometimes you have to make them, so there's a lot of work that goes into it. Our set is really cool this year because it's corners. Christina came up with this really great idea for it, so I'm excited for people to see it.
Christina Meinl, she's doing a lot of amazing stuff, and she's a really good leader, and she's helping the pit out with a lot of stuff, and sound and lights crew, she's telling them all these little specific things that need to be worked on. So she's striving for perfection, but she's also a really good leader, and she's leading everyone in the right direction.
Tickets are $12 for reserved seats or $5 for general admission bleacher seats. You don't want to miss the show. Get your tickets at the office now or call 920-648-2321.
Lakeside's prom is on Saturday, May 7th, and the prom court has been announced with a hanging lights theme. This formal event begins at 6:30 for seniors and 7 for juniors through freshmen. The Grand March begins at 7:30 when the prom king and queen are announced.
Tickets are on sale from April 26 to 29 during lunch period, so get your tickets now. The cost is $10 for seniors and $15 for other classes. Don't miss it, it's going to be a fun evening.
The Lake Mills Police Department hosted a simulation to show students what happens when someone drives under the influence of drugs and alcohol or is distracted by things like their phone. Students drive a car simulator with 3D goggles that gives them the same feel as driving under the influence. They also receive a citation to see what consequences they face if they drive while impaired.
So you sit in the actual car, the gas pedal and brake pedal work. They give you a scenario. You choose whether you're drinking and driving, smoking marijuana and driving, or texting and driving. And then they put you through, they tell you how many drinks you've had. They can up it or decrease it, the amount. And it's a virtual reality. You have the goggles on the whole time. And then you try to maneuver like you would driving on the road. Steering wheel works, brakes, gas, all of it. So, and then most of them have resulted in a crash. It's a way to get the message out to kids. Like I said, I see kids all the time with their phones out when they're texting and driving or watching a video and driving. There's just so much to be aware of. I just want to keep everybody safe. That's my goal. I want everybody to go home at the end of the day and learn from this experience rather than a real life experience.
Thank you to Unite and the Lake Mills Police Department for hosting this demonstration.
Lakeside hosted the grade school math meet on Wednesday, April 27th after missing 2 years due to COVID-19. Nearly every school in the Lakeside Federation participated. Schools bring teams of 6 students. There are 2 divisions, one for the 5th and 6th graders and one for the 7th and 8th graders. Students can win individually or as a team.
There are so many students here. This is absolutely amazing. I do believe this is probably the most we've ever had. I think there's close to 300 students here representing 14 different schools. This just keeps growing every single year. And thank you so much to parents. Thank you so much to teachers for taking the extra time to do this today. Seventh grade, first place with 28 points. Ella Zarnik from St. Stephen's, Beaver Dam.
Probably doing a team event, talking with my friends, doing the answers. I have a very talented team, so very happy with the outcome.
I really had a lot of fun, celebrating the teams that won and the teams from our school and just hanging out with people. I'm really proud of the effort that they put in, and they're super nice all the time, and they work really hard, and they put in a lot of dedication.
We did well. We got second place out of the smaller division.
Oh yeah.
Probably
the
finding
teachers.
out the answers and seeing how easy they are.
And the team event.
The teachers too. The teachers were, or the people.
The proctors.
Yeah, the proctors.
It was really fun. Event 2, 3, and 4 are my favorite events.
Also, one of my favorite part was when he found out that we were second.
Mighty Quails, there you go.
Congratulations to all participants. Hey everybody, you know what time it is? That's right, it's teacher time.
Teacher time, teacher time, teacher time with Joshua Biddor.
Jonah, do you know what literature reminds me of? Houses. Do you know what houses remind me of? Literature of the American variety. And here at Lakeside, we have a master of that subject. And he also does that forensics thing.
So what do you want to know, Josh?
If the forensic team had a motto, what would it be?
What would it be? Dominate.
What was your favorite grade school this year?
Oh, probably my old grade school where I went to school, St. Peter's in Fond du Lac. I can't call out any grade schools in our federation.
Who does Trey take after, you or your wife?
Oh boy. Takes him forever to get ready, so that would probably be my wife. He's fairly good at athletics, and I think he got some of that from me. So I guess a little bit of both.
What's the guide at getting taller?
Have parents and uncles that were tall, and then the gene pool will make you tall.
How do you like Lakeside?
I love Lakeside. I've been here 15 years. Kids are nice, the teachers are great, parents are fun. It's in a beautiful town. What's there not to like?
How many $2 bills do you have?
Oh, that's a tough one. Depending on the time of year, anywhere from 200 of them to 300. I won't tell you where I keep them though.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a dog?
Probably, oh boy, 3.
How many times have you burned yourself around a campfire?
34. 34 times.
What is your favorite period 10 student?
Danny.
What was your favorite forensics category to perform and why?
I never did forensics actually in high school, so I don't know, I guess it would be prose though.
How was forensics this year?
We did great. We won conference for the 13th year in a row, and we finished second at the state tournament.
Thought about Sashi Among Us.
On who?
And now you're in the loop. Thank you for joining us for this special edition. I'm your guest host, Braley from St. John's Jefferson.
I'm Tenley from St. John's Jefferson.
I'm Liam from Westside Christian.
And I'm Priyanka from Westside Christian. God's blessings on your week.